Hello, everybody.
I'm here as well. Hello.
We're back with the 2014 Phillips Snowcase. You keep pushing me.
I'm looking. I can see my reflection. I gotta get down low.
What do you mean you gotta get down low?
Otherwise, the top of my head gets cut off now.
It's always been like that, man.
My top of my head's getting cut off all the time?
Yeah.
It's one of my best features.
Your head?
Exactly. The top of my head.
Where like a plant and grass grows and the butterflies.
Plants and grass. This is where I keep the top of my brain.
They can see your top of your brain, man.
Alright, maybe I lean forward. Oh, that's not even bad. Okay. Hey, how's it going?
Oh my god.
Check it out. What do we have today, Kate?
Today we have the Twisted Oak Stillage. Stillage?
It does say stillage. I don't know what that means. It's a barrel-aged Scotch ale. Ooh.
I never heard of it.
Why don't you give us the story?
Born as a rich, creamy, strong ale, Twisted Oak Scotch Ale is allowed to rest in barrels to mature and develop flavors slowly and naturally. The carefully selected oak whiskey barrels have been shipped from the distiller freshly emptied, served as the perfect incubator for infusing warm oak and sweet whiskey flavors softly into the beer. The Scotch ale remains in its oak environment until the characteristic of the barrel marry the richness of the beer. To experience the full complexity of this brew, be sure to allow it to warm slightly before enjoying it in your favorite sniffer. Pairs very nicely with dark chocolate and sturdy cheese. The nose combines bourbon. It's French words, isn't it? It's bourbon.
Ooh.
American oak and cotton candy aromas. The body features complex malt flavors framed in oak with a hint of vanilla, tobacco, and toffee. It is available as 650 milliliter bomber, but is now exclusive to this Snowcase pack.
Yes.
So I guess this week is all about exclusivity.
Yeah, a lot of the interesting stuff is kind of backloaded here, which I'm interested about. Why don't you take a smell of that? It's got a lot of interesting aromas coming through.
I like it.
It is also
just smelling it. I feel like I drank it already.
Well, they say scent is closely tied to taste as a sense. It is an ale, 6.8% alcohol content. What's the matter? Couldn't it be 0.1% more? I'm interested. This seems like it's totally up my alley, but let's not give it credit where it's not due yet.
Smells really... I can smell the Scotch barrels.
Yeah.
That's tasty.
That is marvelous.
That is tasty.
Like yesterday's, when it said in the tasting notes, like there's a little coffee, little chocolate, little toffee. I don't necessarily get the tobacco, but I don't know what tobacco tastes like.
Candy.
I don't get the cotton candy aroma, but I can taste some chocolate in there. I can taste some coffee. I can like some sweetness from toffee. This is fantastic, actually. This is
much lighter. I feel like it's the lighter version of yesterday's beer.
I completely agree.
It's just like if you don't like that bready, like dark, heavy kind of like thick beer, this is half of the thickness, but basically keeps the whole idea and characteristic similar.
Yes, I 100% agree. This is fantastic. At its higher ABV, there is a little bit of an alcoholic hit at the end, but I can't tell if that's more alcohol or if that's just the flavoring from the Scotch barrel.
I think it's Scotch barrel.
I think you might be right.
I don't think it's the alcohol, because I would have been feeling like...
Yesterday I mentioned a beer that I thought this beer might be similar to called Innocent Gun, and I think it is kind of similar, but this a little... I mean, there's various Innocent Gun flavors, but this one's a little richer than the default one, I think.
What is the percentage of Innocent Gun?
It's 5, I think.
It's 5?
Yeah.
So I guess Innocent Gun is like lightest version of its own genre, I guess. And then this is more like young adult. And the train wreck.
Yesterday's
was the adult.
Right. Not to say that you should be drinking this if you're a young adult.
No,
if you're 14.
No. I'm just saying. Well, young adult, we're young adult.
That's one way to put it. But young adult in like a novel context, like for books, is like 12-year-olds to 17-year-olds.
That's weird, because like when you play the Sims game, right? Adult means maybe like late 30 to 50, and then like senior is like after that.
Yeah.
And young adult is after teenage.
It's like legal adult until they're 30 or so.
Right. We're adult, but we're young. I think that's what it should mean. You know, young adult.
Literally young adults.
Yeah, it's like you're an adult, right? But you're young, so you're not really like adult. You're kind of like getting into the adulthood. I think that's what it should be. Instead of teenagers, they have their own name. Teenagers, call them teenagers.
But I think if you tell a 12-year-old that like, hey, why don't you buy something from the young adult section, then they feel smarter and maybe they're more likely to buy something as a result, because they're like, oh, these are for young adults. I'm like ahead of my time.
So it's like a marketing thing?
I think it might be a little bit of a marketing thing. I'm on to you, book industry.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm on to you. Now we know.
What do you think about this? What are you going to give it for a score?
I really like the label. I think this is
It's a very nice
best label. And the Snowcase. I really like that, like the green color and the orange and yellow.
It's like a little
so
aged
nice.
too. It's like it's not like a slick like paper label. It's like a cardboard almost.
I feel if there were 3, you know, Trainwreck, Innocent Gun, and Twisted Oak, I think I would choose Twisted Oak.
Yeah?
Because Trainwreck, it's too strong. It's a little bit too strong.
It's quite potent.
I would, maybe if it was a fancy dinner, something that you're like, ooh, you know, like today we need to celebrate.
Yeah.
I think that is Trainwreck, although the name is Trainwreck. This one, I think it'll be more like casual dinner. Let's have dinner together and like, you know, kind of casual. And Innocent Gun will be kind of, let's drink. Although it's expensive.
It is, yeah.
It'll be more kind of casual drink.
Because
I would be so sad if they are just giving this out, right? And like in a folk song festival, and then you're just kind of gulping through. I think it's a waste if you kind of gulp this and just like. Rrr.
However you want to consume this beer, unfortunately it's only available in the Snowcase. If you can get your hands on it though, this is delicious. I agree with you. I would prefer this to Trainwreck Yesterday, which I really liked, and I prefer this to Innocent Gun as well. And I think this is a candidate for one of the best beers in the pack for sure. If this were available in 650 milliliter bombers, I would pick it up on occasion.
Yeah, I would actually buy it and then kind of pack it well and like in the foamy whatever, and then kind of give it to your dad. I think your dad would really
so
like
you could try this and compare it to Innocent Gun, which he likes.
Well, you know, kind of open up his eyes a little bit. And I don't know how expensive it's gonna be because we don't know. It's basically priceless.
Doesn't exist, yeah. This is the last ones on Earth, maybe.
So, but I would like to give it to him maybe as a Christmas present and kind of saying, hey, this is maybe the last beer that they will ever make of this series, but you should taste it. And I think he would like it. Yeah,
I think he would as well.
And also, I don't think he would be able to buy Phillips in Ontario.
Probably not.
Because it's from Victoria. And we're going to Victoria.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be the last one that we're going to be doing from here. That's exciting. Well, a little sad as well.
Not super exciting. I like near the last 2 videos, many people actually commented that they're sad that the series is gonna come to an end. But you know, we cannot do it every day. It's not a special thing, is it? Then
we can wait till next year. And I think next year, I don't know. Next year we should get like 2 Snowcases and then one of the other. Oh my god, this guy. I know it's too much, but
this guy is crazy.
It's too much, but then we could have like a baseline to compare it with every day.
What do you mean?
Like if we had 2 Phillips Snowcases, because I brought this up earlier, and I was like, well, next year we should get like 1 Phillips and 1 different.
Yeah.
And you said no because you want to have the Phillips every day. So then we have to, if we're gonna do it, we have to get 2 Phillips.
Yeah.
Because I want a Phillips every day.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to get 1 more.
Just like a different brewery, I guess.
Yeah, because there's a like Red Racer makes one or something.
Yeah.
But if
I saw that too.
But then if we skip like 3 days, we're fucked.
We will have, well, if we get 1 each Snowcase and 1 extra, how do we get that split?
We'll split the half beer. We'll have a half of the extra one.
So it would be, if I miss a day, it would be just like 2.5.
No.
I mean, like if I miss 2.
If you miss 2 days,
yeah,
that'd be 6 beers.
No, like for myself.
Then it would be 3 beers for you.
Okay, 3.
So if we miss 3 days, that's 4.5 beers each.
Wow.
That's too many.
It's alright. I can do it.
Anyway, what's your score for the Twisted Oak Barrel Reserve Barrel Aged Scotch Ale?
I say 3 piles of dead Ruka fur that I brushed. It's like,
he sheds.
And then out of 3 dead fur that I shaved or brushed from Tomo fur.
I like how you put Ruka first this time.
Yeah,
get some equal representation.
Because you're like, oh, you always put Tomo first.
I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. I gave yesterday's a 5 out of 5. I like this one more. This is the easiest 5 out of 5 I've had to give thus far. This is maybe.
We gotta have the like next 2 or next 3.
You ruined my moment, girl. I was building up some gravitas.
No. Next 3, there should be as good as one of these, so we can have Elite 4.
Oh,
that will sound so cool.
Well, I already have like an Elite 4. Amnesiac, Schottelweizen, Black Jackal, and now the Twisted Oak.
Well, my Elite 4 is not complete.
Can I be honest? I might like this more than the Schottelweizen.
Really?
Yeah. I loved the Schottelweizen. I would have to have them both side by side, but in my memory, I'm enjoying the reality of the Twisted Oak more than the memory of the Schottelweizen.
Well, they're 2 different things.
It's true, but I'm just saying, I enjoy Black Jackal a little more than this, and
Really?
I enjoy Amnesiac more than both of them.
Wow. Well, that's you.
Yeah.
The weirdo. He's the weirdo. I am more consumer friendly reviewer, I say.
It is fantastic, though.
And I'll say Schottelweizen King, Trainwreck Queen, and this guy is next to be the king, so he'll be the prince.
It has like I like Scotch, but it has like that nice Scotch flavor without the poison, which is, you know, when people who don't drink Scotch and they go, oh,
I don't know if you go, oh.
They go like, oh, that's foul, right? Like,
what? Who does that?
Lots of people think Scotch is
Really?
like among one of the hardest, like one of the most disgusting hard liquors. People who don't drink Scotch.
It's because you don't start with Scotch. You start with Scotch. When you are legal to drink, don't drink beer. Start Scotch, wine. That's how I roll.
If you start with a like flavored Smirnoff vodka, it's going to take you a while to get to the Scotch level.
That is low level, let's just say. You gotta try the Scotch. You know, it's like it's the first day, right? It's the first day you're legally can drink.
Right.
So you should put some money into it, celebrate, like teach your palate what is good.
No, 19-year-olds.
A cup of Scotch isn't gonna be like $5,000.
You can't buy a cup of Scotch, really.
From the bar, yes, you can.
Oh, that's true. But here's the way that most 19th birthday parties go, or 18 if you live in Quebec or Alberta,
right?
Or 21 if you live in parts of the U.S. Woo!
Oh my god, you almost blew my eardrum out.
Yeah, fuck yeah! Let's get fucked up! You know, it's not like, I'm gonna buy can I have the Johnny Walker Blue Label? Just give me 2 fingers over ice, please. Oh, the responsibility of being an adult. That's not how it goes. What happens is that you sit at your table and then your friends buy you like 12 shots and just bring them over.
See, you're doing it wrong, kids.
You can do it however you like.
I think if I have a kid and he's not touching his ding dong.
I'm trying to play with Ruka down here.
Down here, he says.
Ruka.
If I'm like a mother of a kid who is turning 19, I'm not gonna be like, Woo! Ring the bell.
You're not
around on me.
You don't. Not everybody gets taken out for their parents for their 19th birthday.
It doesn't matter. I think I'll give money to my son or daughter, saying, "Hey, use this money to get yourself a nice scotch."
What will actually happen is that with that money, they will buy 3 of the cheapest vodka fists that they can find.
I don't understand. It's the first day. You can drink literally all the alcohol afterwards. Just make the first day special. And, you can teach yourself, this is scotch. Like, this is a good scotch.
Look, everybody's got their own path to take, and not everybody ends up on scotch, My parents
Michael
don't drink any scotch. Mike Fox hates scotch.
He maybe never ever drank scotch except last Christmas.
He's a very silly guy. But this has the essence of scotch flavor, like the uniqueness of scotch flavor, without having like a very strong alcohol element to it. Which
I never felt that.
Look, a lot of people do. So it's very nice. It tastes like it was aged in a barrel. It's like drinking beer out of an old famous grouse bottle.
It's like drinking beer, but holding a cup of scotch, and then with ice in it. So you make that cling 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 sound, and then you smell it, and you can smell that the aged alcohol, and you kind of appreciate it. You can smell that from this beer.
Yeah,
I will say. That's why I said just smelling it, you can actually taste the beer.
It's a damn shame that you can't buy it, because this is really good.
I guess maybe they think that there are too many beer doing similar things, but much bigger than them, and it's hard to get aged Scotch beer.
It's probably expensive to make. Yeah. Look, Phillips, I'm gonna level with you. I love a lot of what you make. You can afford to cut one IPA to make more of this. All right. You can get rid of Hop Circle, or you can get rid of Krypton.
Get rid of that. Get rid of those.
I'm not
ginger beer. Get rid of those.
I was at the BC liquor store yesterday.
Oh no.
They had 4 bombers of Phillips.
Oh.
Only 4.
I can already see where it goes.
Amnesiac, Hop Circle, Blue Buck, and then the ginger beer. And
oh my god, it's the worst combination.
Ginger beer is you don't need one row of ginger beer. You need one. One person will come in and be like, oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah,
Replace
and then they will
Twisted Oak.
Yeah.
Black Jackal. There was no Black Jackal.
But Black Jackal is available yearly.
You just not at the store that I went to, I guess.
But Schottleweisen was exclusive. Trainwreck was exclusive.
That doesn't surprise me.
This is exclusive. I'm those are the 3 that I like the most from the Snowcase. You cannot do that to me. I guess I'm just more I don't know, the rarity collector. Ruka, you gotta drink the water, not take the water.
There's not very much water left, so I think he's fuck this.
No, that's not true. Sometimes I think maybe the water dish, maybe there's literally one cat hair on it because they're all hairy, and when they drink it, maybe hair falls out. So I put another water dish. I bought another water dish for him, which I clean every day, and even that, he doesn't drink it. So, the cats, man. I think he's just
he wants attention.
I think he's there's a hole underneath this water dish. I think there is, a mouse living in there or something.
There's not, hopefully.
There are no mice here. There's no bugs, as far as I know.
Could you keep it down? We're trying to record a video for the internet here. It's him eating. That's me making fun of him.
Yeah,
eating.
Exactly. All right. It's funny because after we finish recording, they would stop eating.
Yep, they will. Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we activate. We can distract them.
As long as we're recording, they're gonna eat. And when we finish, they're gonna stop eating.
Not forever though. If we go a day without recording, they'll eat. That would be bad.
Anyways.
This is really good.
Yeah, I really like it.
We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's beer looks interesting as well.
I already forgot it.
It's
I know it's not the green.
It's not hoppy. It is malty. I don't specifically. Oh, I do remember. Right.
What is it? Ah, I understand. Yes, very Christmassy. That's what I remember.
I hope they didn't pick it up on camera. Not that it's a big deal.
Maybe they might have why did he even whisper? It was the loudest sound that he made.
Well, it couldn't be. Maybe it has dynamic audio, like the dynamic face.
Yeah, well, apparently it did. It was woo. Anyways, all right. We'll see you guys tomorrow with the Christmassy beer.
Later.
Bye.